Welcome back to that there dust veil. Give me an attack roll.
Or that or athletics.
Using strength. So yeah, actually it would be an athletics check. Give me an athletics check.
May I?
You go to hug him, and he like ducks out of the way from you and brings the gun around to the side of your head and puts it up against the side of your head and says, "Listen, I do not want to have to do this here. Okay, you guys, can you not clear out this? This one is my friend." He points at Carlias. "I do not want to kill your friend."
What?
I'm trying to get him to stop. He is. I'm a sincere apologist. Zob, come on! I'm kind of bear hugging him and dragging him away now.
The tiefling coughs. Give me a con saving
God.
throw, Arden.
Oh, he got one.
He, as he lowers the gun, he coughs, and a little bit of phlegm lands on your hand, Arden, and the tiefling says,
You don't sound well.
I'm fine." But then he says in tiefling to the other tiefling, in infernal, "I do not feel too good."
What was this? What was the one's name with the pistol?
You never asked him his name.
Wait, the one that wants to fuck Carlias
We don't
has
even know his
cholera?
No, the tiefling does, I think.
Hold on. What was your name, by the way?
My name is Perorin.
Lauren.
Perorin.
Lauren. Well, for the time being, I think we're gonna have to postpone our little thing.
Oh no, I am good. I am feeling fine. Do not
No,
worry.
believe me, I am. I would want you to be at 100%, so that when we, reconvene, ready to go, and
Yes, we can shoot our guns together
Is he talking
with full accuracy.
about?
Just strings.
I'll give you my dead shot.
That sounds good. I do not know what it is, but it sounds very good.
Oh, you haven't seen anything until you've seen his dead shot.
Dear God.
Oh, I had no idea that you two are. This is
We're open. It's okay.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
You shut up, Zog. Now let's get out of here before anyone else gets bear hugged or
Fighting
shot.
pits. Listen, let me just.
Oh,
To the tiefling, who's been fighting lately in the fighting pits? What have they been sending out? Has it been stupid let We're thinking about it, but
It does. It's always stupid.
Let's see if he knows. He says, let us see. The last time I was in there, it was like wolves. Easy fights.
Fucking easy. Wolves?
that was the last
Easy.
time, though.
All we have to
Things
kill is
change.
wolves for a couple of rings?
It's not always the same thing every time.
Wolves, yes. Tore those kids apart. Yes.
whatever. By the way, here's all the stuff I stole.
The other-
I'm gonna toss him the cloak, and it's like jingling and clattering with the cups and all the like
My God,
silverware
they were
and
right.
stuff. And I'm gonna take it off and just toss it to him and say, "Oh, by the way, give all that stuff back to whoever it belongs to." As
You actually
for
were
what-
stealing.
Okay.
You were
No,
a
I need.
thief.
No, I needed to borrow a cloak, or they wouldn't let me in the front door.
Borrowing
which-
it without permission is stealing.
Which room it was from?
Whichever one that window leads to.
I want to say 11.
No. 11 would be much higher.
So what room would that be?
I have no idea, actually. It could be 11.
Maybe it is 11.
Oh my God.
Oh well, whatever.
No,
I don't need the.
You're under the weather, okay?
Oh well, whatever. I don't need the cloak anymore.
Perorin, I'm going to kind of whisper. I don't suppose you could probably give these to Orlando Blossom.
What are you?
I can't remember his name. It's just
Miami
Miami.
Blossom.
Miami
Miami
Blossom.
Blossom.
That's the one. Yeah. Brain fart.
Give that to Miami Blossom.
What are you handing?
What Raja? Just like pointing to what Raja gave him.
Oh, these belong to. He looks over at you, Raja. You're stealing from very powerful man. I would not like to be any.
Not stealing.
It's
just
still
borrowing a
stealing.
cloak, and then putting it back when I'm done.
But
Perhaps I
don't-
won't tell them it was this one, huh? He looks at Carlias and gives him a wink.
Well, we've
yeah,
already
just
given you
say
5
that they
gold.
found outside his room or something. And here's 5 gold as compensation.
This dude's made 10 gold off us today.
Yeah, he's having a great day. All right, you're clear
Except
off
for
now,
the
okay?
cholera.
Right.
Yeah,
You're
I'll.
scaring away the nobles.
Let's fuck off. Right
Yep,
now.
let's go. Let's go.
Um,
All right, you know what? If we're gonna do the fighting pit thing, let's just go do it. Because
Let's go.
after my run-ins with these guys, they might have me killed tomorrow. So you know what? Better
right.
to die in the pit.
Perfect. Then, after we're done, we can skip town and fuck off so you don't have to go kidnap someone?
It's not that simple.
Who do you have to kidnap?
This guy. And I'll hold up the thing.
A fucking
Apparently,
child?
it's a wizard who uses an illusion spell to look like a child all the
That's
time.
a fucking child, man.
No, that's a
that's
wizard
a fucking
using
child.
an illusion.
There's no
What-
way.
Would you be
That's-
fine with kidnapping an adult but not a child?
Well, fuck yes, it's not a fucking child.
So what difference does it make if you're kidnapping somebody?
Right,
Back to you and your crazy bent sense of
No,
morality.
I just mean, how much money is it?
Oh, I get to live.
Fucking hell. Alright, we're going to the pits. We're going to the pits. We have to go to the pits.
Getting gold. Boom, boom.
I'm going to hit him if he stays in that fucking Goliath for another day.
If
I'm
you
gonna
take
start
damage,
dancing around.
if you take damage, does it break you out of minor or the disguise spell?
Oh, this is my disguise
Concentration,
kit,
right?
baby.
Yeah,
Oh my
this is
God.
the first hit. He's just wearing makeup right
So
now.
you just like hit him
Okay,
and like
gotcha.
pieces of the beard fly off?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking it's the illusion spell, and if you smack him, it would
Yeah.
dispel. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'll fix it. Just slap him.
Oh,
Right. To the fighting pit.
Is that? Are you actually wearing that?
Yes.
That's very impressive, Arden.
Thank you.
boom, boom.
You guys start heading back towards the fighting pit.
Before we head back, do we walk past any like bounty boards or stuff?
The bounty boards are like prominently in the taverns, basically. You'd probably want to go to the tavern. There's also one at the station. Yeah, so you need to sort of seek one out in a tavern, like actively, really. As you guys head towards the fighting pits, you start heading back down the road. It's a little later in the day, but I think the city's still in full swing. It really hasn't been like that long. It's almost been going entirely in real time, so it's probably only been a couple of hours. So it's still like middle of the day, maybe 4 p.m. You guys will pass the Mageware store and the Wizard's Keep, Raja. So you'll probably get your first like look at it with some vague context, even though obviously you've been here and seen it before. You've probably never given it too much thought. It's very similar to the tower that you just climbed. It's not as high. It's a little more squat, a little larger. Like inside isn't just a single stairwell with rooms added on. It's probably like a much larger structure with different stuff going on inside. At the top of it, it doesn't come to a peak. It comes to a flat sort of turret and eyrie. It looks like you can actually walk around on top, so there's probably an access point on the top. And there are a bunch of different windows around the sides. At the bottom of it is just a single structure attached to the side, which is relatively large. It looks like a hall more than anything else, probably a meeting room, that kind of thing. And then there's a Mageware store to the front, which sells things like scrolls and arcane focuses and bits and bobs like that. So yeah, you get a kind of decent look at this as you walk past it. And then head up towards the fighting pits. Now the fighting pits are almost in like full swing. You've noticed that a lot more people have filtered in for the 5 o'clock fights at the fighting pits. Oid continues to stand out the front, glistening with his completely naked, hairless body apart from his thick black mustachio. He's handing out more tickets to people and taking gold. The bag looks a lot bigger and thicker Again, there's a gang of people around him, sort of these groupies that follow him as you guys approach the Colosseum. What would you like to do?
Right.
Oid, what's on the menu tonight?
Oh.
Oid turns and says, well. Look who's returned. You're going to fight finally, Craven? He points at you, Raja.
Yeah, actually, I'm thinking about it because I don't have any money to bet on the fights with today.
Ha! Always with the money. That's the last thing they always say before we're sweeping their bodies off of the goddamn sand.
I'll leave you some bodies to sweep away this time.
Yes, 5 of them. You didn't break that promise, he says to sort of the 3 of you that were here earlier on.
Yes.
Fighting, is it, as a group?
Yes. We're going in. Right?
If we really want to do this, might as well. I'm
We
a dead
can-
man
if-
walking anyway.
Once we're done with the round, we can leave, right?
Yes, of course.
Well, see, there
3
we go.
fights consecutive in a row. You can leave after the first fight, you can leave after the second, and,
Right.
well, I suppose you can leave after the third if you make it that far.
We'll leave after the 3rd.
If we leave after the 3rd, we get all the prizes on the
Yes,
list as
yes,
usual.
yes.
What is there? What do we get? Anything if we stop early, like per fight, like a smaller gold sum?
You get what you win. Win the hard fight, you get the hard reward.
Oh, so
Win
we
the
do
deadly
each.
fight-
We do the hard, the deadly, and the insane.
Do you get the hard and the easy rewards as well, or
What are you talking
We're not
about?
interested in the easy fight.
I want a
There is
ring?
no easy fight.
The other ones. Do you get
Oh,
the
you
lower-
want to compete in the child's tournament?
No,
I thought you were much older.
no,
I'm
I'm
silly.
asking if you get the lower tiers of the rewards.
He's actually still an adolescent in Dragonborn years.
It's true. I mean,
Yes.
They live much longer than
Still
me.
a
Yes, I'm
teenager.
not being racist. I genuinely thought you were an adult. I'm asking if you'd like to compete in the child's
No, I
tournament.
would not like. Well, what do you win if you?
Hold on, what's the rewards for the
Yeah,
child?
what are we talking about?
You get parents. It's for orphans.
I've always
Dog.
wanted those.
Dog want parents too. Mother Mountain, far away.
Zog isn't a child, though.
Zog, we are your parents now.
Oh, Daddy.
You can suckle on Carlias later on.
I'm gonna
Wait,
hug.
hold on.
I'm gonna hug Strings.
No.
I'm not your dad. Yes, we'd like to fight as a
Daddy.
team.
No, don't call me dad.
He
He's
points
not
at the team board again and says, "This is what it is. First fight, first round. You fight, you win,
Yes.
you win this, and then
Right.
the second fight, you fight, you win this," and points to the deadly
As
win
well.
as well.
Right.
And then you fight in the final round and win, and you win all of this.
Just
going.
point me at what I have to kill.
Everything.
No breaks, no chance to catch your breath between rounds. Fight,
should
fight,
buy-
fight. This is the fighting pits.
Do you have an alchemist on hand where you can stock up on potions and such before the fight?
Do I look like an alchemist?
You don't. I'm sure you have to have someone standing by to attend to the nearly but not quite dead.
The
There's an
vendors.
alchemist on the far side of town.
Fucks.
Actually, right across the street at Rare Materials in South Market, they probably have something.
I doubt
Let's
it.
do that. Let's do that first. We'll be right back. We're gonna
Let's-
grab supplies.
We should rest tonight at the tavern, collect supplies as well, and then come back tomorrow morning then.
We're all fully rested already. We haven't fought.
I'm missing a
I
spell
don't
slot.
have stuff.
I'm missing
Yeah.
one spell slot. We're gonna need that one spell slot. If we're actually able to meta for this, I'm gonna need that one spell slot.
I'm down a couple things.
So
Why don't we just watch the fights and
I'm fine with I'd like to watch the fights.
Let's go
personally first.
spectate tonight, then, and we'll
Right.
fight tomorrow.
all right.
Craven, is it?
No,
Just some Craven tickets then.
fucking buffoon. We'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, okay then.
Apologies.
Craven tickets are what they're called if you'd like to spectate.
I'm sorry. It's been a stressful day.
Craven, yeah, it just means you're
I
spectating.
thought he was insulting me for a second time.
You know, in some languages, I think it does mean coward. It's the
I
same
would
thing.
never insult a child.
I love
He leans in closer to you, Strings, and says, "Children are precious. We shouldn't waste them unless it's in the fighting arena." Steps back.
That's kind of
Right.
romantic and charming.
I love him so much. As a person, as a character, I hate him. How much is the entry?
15 gold pieces.
Fuck, I don't have enough.
Yeah, I'll pay for it.
Thank you.
Then I'm gonna hug you.
Do you wanna try and crush him to death?
Oh my
No.
god.
All of you going in?
Mm-hmm.
75 gold pieces, please.
I got 30 of that.
I'll throw in 6.
Keep
all I have.
keep the 6. Jesus Christ. Keep it.
I'll
Can I-
throw in
Can I
20.
just pay you with the money I win tomorrow? Because I don't have my wallet with me.
No.
Come on, Oid. I'm a regular.
No.
Have a heart.
Absolutely not.
Look, I just lost everything at the Velvet Crown.
I'd rather die than let you in for free.
I mean, that can be right.
Wait, do
never mind.
you want to fight?
Ha! Earn the right to fight Oid by fighting in the arena. He says, looking at you, and then points at the solo. Insane win.
Yeah.
Get there, and I'll see you on the sands.
Ooh.
Don't
Wait.
hurt Oid. Oid
Would I
never
have, would
get
I have ever
parents
have
then.
would I have ever seen Oid like as a competitor in the arena?
Roll me a d20. No, in your time in Sin River, you haven't seen him, but you've heard about it. He's like insane. He's like insane fucking good at fighting.
He's insane, you say?
He's potentially the most like accomplished fighter.
Then why do they have him working the front door?
Breaking into people's, man.
This is his thing. This is his establishment.
Gotcha.
It is now. Yeah, after he killed everybody, probably.
Yeah, this is.
All right.
It's
Well,
like he came to Sin
I'll.
River and made his way.
All right. Never mind the spectating. Then I don't have any money on me. I'll come back tomorrow.
Don't worry about it. I cover you.
No, really, don't worry about it. I want to walk around and just climb over the wall.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
No, never mind. If
Yeah.
Carlisle is going to pay for it, then I'll just let him pay for it.
If I see you're going to climb over that wall, I'm going to do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a good climber.
Oh my
Yeah.
fucking god.
Alrighty
Are
then.
you
I've already walked in and I'm getting
Yeah.
like cotton candy and a
I'm
hot
going
dog.
in with Arden fucking like
Cotton
linking
candy?
arms and
Cotton candy and beer.
cotton candy,
Yup.
beer,
Yeah.
those weird candied peanuts,
Yeah. You guys enter
hot
into
dog
the,
this long.
like the Coliseum. You grab your big like hot dog. Knows what I have to say that to you guys, but
Well,
you guys head in.
this is a very gay episode.
It's kind
I
of
think
par for the
realize-
course.
I think you may have understood now that like canon, everyone in Sin River might be gay. The Coliseum
Just
is
for ego.
from the inside. It's a pretty big spectacle. Again, it kind of like defies gravity. It's a weird structure that's built up and outwards, and you can go up into the tiers. You find your seats maybe halfway up. Get a decent look down. It is like a Coliseum. There's just a big sandy area. There's one side where there's an opening, which is a very large kind of opening that seems like they would let the monsters out of. It seems like they can handle anything up to like large size that would come out of this fucking the western side of the arena. On the eastern side, you see a handful of men down there training.
I was
Carlisle,
really hoping our laugh would get Brad. He stayed strong. That was nice. That was impressive.
Lash, Carlias, and Raja. Give me perception checks to see if there's a way that you can sneak in.
Oh, I thought Carlisle was paying for the ticket.
Oh, I didn't know. He said he was going to sneak in too. You guys are all going to try and sneak in, yeah?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Lash, I feel like you have advantage as well to do this, since this is what you do. Yeah, you guys like kind of do like a little once around. You walk off as if you're going to walk away from the thing, and then you double back and start looking around. Lash and Raja, you see like kind of a worn area of the ground. It looks like it's like a earth which has been recently moved around. You guys get a little closer, and you notice that it's not really like packed in on a certain side, and you kind of start to move it about, and then a little hand reaches underneath from the other side of the wall, and then starts moving the earth away for a bit with you. As you start to dig, this very easy to move dirt out of the way, this little face, a little urchin boy, looks under at you and says, "Oh, all right."
Hey, we're coming in.
Yeah. Oh, don't normally see. Ain't you got no money?
Yeah, I'll give some to you when we get in.
Oh, all right. All right, yeah. I suppose we have to dig it. Get digging then. Carries on digging a hole. You guys dig a hole and then crawl under, presumably. This very easily like fake shitty entrance, and there's a bunch of kids that are just sat underneath the bleachers looking out. Like, it's apart from like the slats of the feet and the piss and the drinks that are dripping down, it's actually a pretty great view because you're on the ground floor, like you're there. You're on the west hand side, so you'll see the fucking thing that comes out, and there's like 15 to 25 kids just all sat around. Some of them are like just waiting for like bits of food and hot dog to fall down, and they grab them. All of them look like homeless. They're all like urchin kids, very skinny, halflings, tieflings, humans, but they all look fucking excited. This is their thing. This is what they do. You guys presumably, I don't know, you can hang with these kids if you want, or you can try and maneuver up into the stands.
Give the one that helped me a gold piece and then stand to the side.
Here, thanks, lady. Pockets it. She's all right.
I'll flip him a gold as well.
Oh, mate, yeah, tell you what, you lot are all right, you are. Yeah, sit with us.
If they are they looking at me for more money after that?
They're just blown away that you gave them any money.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll go with them then.
You guys will sit down with this fucking group of orphans that sit and watch the fights from underneath the bleachers from their little area that they sneak in from. The first fight begins. Oid walks out into the center of the arena and says, "Welcome, one and all." There's a bunch of people with trumpets at the back. And they start playing some bullshit song that doesn't sound anything like the Final Fantasy battle music. And Oid stands proud in the center. He says, "The first competitors that have arrived today state that they have traveled all the way from Clear Peaks." And Oid points to one side, and there are these like three burly-looking, bandit-looking dudes. They look like your typical like ruffian men. They look like they might be pirates. They've just got like basic leathers on, a couple of like not particularly well-sharpened swords, and some like old armor. Some of them, like two of them, have like a helm on. The other three just look very strong, and they kind of stand. They lift their swords up to the air, and everybody in the crowd kind of, "Way!" Oid says, "They've decided that they can make it all the way to the end." And everybody laughs. Nobody's made it all the way to the end. Not once. Not the entire time this entire structure has been built. And let me tell you, I know all about it. I was here from the beginning. Not one person has ever made it past insane. Anyway, on with the first fight. And he steps away.
These are the things that Strings wants to fight.
Very subtle. Very, very subtle, Brad.
First, hey, you guys might be the ones to do it, or it might be the end of the campaign. The first fight begins. Now, let me see here. The guys that are fighting stand in the center of the ring. The Yes. The sorry, pure DM glee got me then. I'm finding the old Full Metal Alchemist equivalent exchange here. So they stand in the center of the ring. From up in the bleachers now, from up in his own private box in the center, looking like a fucking naked Roman emperor. Oid shouts, "Round one, the hard round!" And the gate begins to open up. There's a strange hush for a moment while everybody waits to see what comes out from the demon hole that is on the left hand.
The good old demon hole.
The thing that comes out, the two things which come out are floating in the air. They are fucking weird looking. It looks like a bulbous floating brain with a weird beak on the front. There are these weird floating long tentacles, and they move out towards the center of the arena doing this. They kind of target their prey in the center, and you see them. Their tentacles rise up, and the men in the middle look around. This is going to be fucking easy. This is going to be well easy. There's an elven man who kind of takes a step back, says something to his friends, and then they kind of look at him strange. Two of them run in. These floating brain creatures launch towards them. From the bleachers, Oid says, "These things were captured deep inside the gorge of Sin River itself. The wizards call them the Grells. They are the most feared creatures of the void itself. Brains with beaks and terrible tentacles." The guys come running in. The first one lands a strike on the Grell, but then you see the tentacles wrap around him. He suddenly kind of stops moving. The other men they hesitate a little bit as he just stops, freezes in place. The thing brings its brain back with its beak and just pierces through one of his eyes, pulls the eye out and eats it, lets him drop to the ground. He continues to move again as two of his friends jump on this Grell. They chop and they weave. One of them stabs at the Grell, cutting it. Another one breaks the bottom off of the tentacle before he suddenly is whipped by the other Grell and paralyzed. The elf runs in with his two scimitars, slicing and dicing at one of the Grell. As it turns on him, it bites at him and it cuts a terrible wound through one of his shoulders. You see him drop his scimitar, look up at his friends and shout at them to start maneuvering around this one, but it's too late. The other two are being wrapped up by the Grells. It starts to bite into their necks. The second Grell turns once again on the elf. He stops, holds up his hands, shouts something at Oid in Elven. Oid shouts, "I'm sorry you read the sign," as the elf is completely smothered by tentacles whipping and smacking at him. The elf is brought to the ground, the Grell eating the elf's face, ripping bits of flesh out of his cheeks. The other Grell turns on the last member, a very large, barbaric-looking man who seems to rage out. He runs at the ground, brings an axe on top of its head. The Grell hits the ground, bounces, comes back up. The beak pierces this guy's nose, rips it off, and then all of the tentacles pierce through the man. He stops moving, and the Grell starts to eat this one too. The entire group have fallen, and Oid looks very disappointed from the bleachers. Well, let's send in the next group, shall we? Ha! Couldn't even make it past the hard round. What a bunch of craven cowards. Ha! And everybody, blood, more blood.
Arden, this will be easy.
Yeah, go on.
You're muted.
I'm muted?
Or am I? I'm muted.
No, this will be easy.
Strings look easy, yes.
That would be easy.
It's fine.
I'm gonna lean over to Carlias. You know, I actually once had to go capture a bunch of zombies for them to let loose in this pit. I wonder if they tore the dudes to pieces, or if he still has them in the back somewhere.
I mean, zombies are going to be a lot easier than those things.
Probably.
Same for the head.
Well, 16 of them?
Well, at that point, you got to start running. Have one person shooting, one person is bait, running around in a circle, making sure they don't get hit.
You don't need to give me zombie hunting tactics. Trust me.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe we use. Well, who would be bait?
We're not going to be fighting zombies. That was like a year ago. He's probably all dead by now. Point is, like, we just watched 4 men get their brains ripped out, and we want to go in there.
I never said I wanted to go in there.
Hmm.
Listen, I've heard the stories about the fighting pits. I've seen the signs. Heeded the warnings. I've never been in there. Don't plan on dying.
Well, you know how the saying goes. It's only death. How bad could it be?
Oid brandishes a pistol at the top of the top of the next round. This is known as the death penalty. The greatest pistol ever made by a gnome. It is huge. It's a massive, like, hand cannon. It's kind of, it forms like a weird sort of X shape, and it has like a really menacing aesthetic. It's got all these weird adornments, this sleek metallic gray and black, and he like holds it up. He says, "This is the foremost technology, and I've just managed to procure it. Anyone who wins in the team arena at the insane level gets their hands on this, and nothing would ever stop them again. They'd become immortal." Well, no one's immortal, but you can get damn close if you win in the fighting pits. And everyone, another group of warriors run out. They again don't look anywhere near well enough able to fight. If you guys were squared up against these guys, you'd be like, we got this in the bag. They come running out, couple of halflings, couple of gnomes, and a big old Goliath. They go running dum 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 into the center of the pit. The gate reels up again, and 2 hook horrors come running out. These weird creatures with like
Shit!
like bird heads, and these weird kind of hooks for arms. These huge arms, and they come running out, snapping and swinging their arms. They jump into battle, and that's where we end today's session.
Damn!
We'll rejoin next week.
Fucking hell.
And see if these guys want to continue with their
Fucking
great
hook horrors, man.
Don't want to die.
Holy shit.
We can take the hard easy, I think, but yeah, after that, we're not beating insane, that's for sure.
We don't even know what insane is, right? It depends on how fucked up we are.
Oid, it sounds like.
No, I think that's a solo win.
Yeah, Oid's the 1v1, it sounds like.
God, I wish I was a barb. I'd go straight up solo right now. I don't trust my cleric.
I might be able to do
Or
it,
me.
like maybe 1 round as the Valor Bard, but because insane AC. And I know of a halberd, but
It did be very interesting to see you all attempt.
Let's do it next week. We're gonna fuck some shit up.
Fuck it, yeah.
Brad, you want to start us off with the goodbyes?
Sure. Me, BradWOTO.
Hello.
Thanks for watching, everybody. One thing I can guarantee you, there's no beholder in there. So
Yeah, there's just 5 grails.
does that make you feel better? Because
Beholder's
would
easy.
A little bit less salt in the wound.
that would be truly insane, I think.
Someone in chat says it would be a Brad holder. I like it.
Did
There'll
you
be a
just make,
beholder
like,
if you guys make it there. There'll be a beholder somewhere. I love beholders. I love throwing them at groups, but they're awful. Yeah, you can rejoin us next Wednesday at 8 p.m. UK or 3 EST or high noon EST. If you get up that early, like these two, look at them. They want to go straight back to bed. We also have a bunch of other D&D happening. We have most prominently, I think, this Sunday, Mr. J. Brotato. You might have heard of him, probably not. He, I don't even know who he is. He is starting starting the true episode 1 of Ilios. So make sure you follow Jay for that. I am playing in that. I'm playing a goblin monk.
Yes.
His character's hilarious.
It's ridiculous.
Do we get a little teaser of his voice?
Well, yeah, I was brought up as an orphan in a dwarven orphanage, so I'm sort of like Scottish, basically. I mean, I speak like this. What's the matter? You want to fight me? I'll fight you, and I'll fucking knock you out, son. And I've got a big old metal arm. I've got auto mail from Full Metal Alchemist. It's ridiculous. Really excited to play in that. Other than that, we have a bunch of other Tablestory stuff on the YouTube if you want to check that out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let's go around and do some more shout outs. Let's start with Mr. Fairlight Excalibur.
Hey guys, what's up? You can find me over at twitch.tv/Fairlight_Excalibur. And yes, I should shorten that at some point, but I probably won't ever get around to it. I used to play Raja the Red on Dustvale, but since he's inevitably going to die sometime in the next 2 episodes, I'll be working on a new one.
You had a rough episode, actually. Everyone else kind of got really lucky, I think.
Mhm.
Everyone had some good shit. Well, actually,
I got cholera.
You probably got cholera. Lash and Carlias actually came out of this pretty fucking well.
Yeah.
Everyone else got rich or they got magic items, and I just got screwed.
You got
I may have got money,
You literally rolled one.
but I'm gonna get screwed.
You rolled one lower than the perception check of the guard, I think. Or yeah.
The real question is why you decided to throw doors with locks on the inside at me. That's the real question.
Doors with locks on the inside.
Like, I can't get out of my own hotel room?
It wasn't your hotel room. You didn't have a key.
Anyone who's in the room, you can get locked in your own hotel room.
Yeah, you can get locked in your own hotel room.
Yeah, actually,
I've
See
done
who was
I've
running
actually
that
done it
hotel?
before.
You're damn right you can get locked in that hotel room. That guy's a fucking psychopath.
I think there's only one way I'm going to get that guy to leave me alone.
Yep, there's only one way. You're correct. Yep, that's it.
I gotta figure out how to get 2 guys off my ass.
I mean, I'm sure you
Literally.
already know how to get them off your ass.
Oh,
You
Get
know
him off.
exactly how to get him off.
Killing
Tuesday
them, yeah.
No. Let's end the stream quickly.
yeah.
Where can people find you?
In all the internet places at Tuesday Gray. Guys, I got some fancy shit today. I'm 100 gold richer, and I have a ring that's super duper awesome that I'm letting my buddy Raja borrow, and hopefully we don't die next time so I can use it some more.
Nice. Thanks for playing, and thanks for completely rolling better than me all day. Great job. I hate you.
Love you too.
Another one that fucking ruined me on dice rolls today. Mr. Connor Cronus. Connor Cronus.
Hey, this wee bastard BradWOTO trying to get Carlias with some fancy rich boys.
Listen, you
No.
let him on. You let all of them on.
I let them on because I got money, so.
Yeah, it worked.
Are you a Twitch streamer?
No, my name is Connor Cronus. I'm a voice actor and variety caster. I play games mostly on the hardest difficulty. Currently, we're playing through the Assassin's Creed franchise as our Road to Origins, since that's coming out in October. But this Friday, since Tenchi here would call Carlias the daddy of the group, this Friday I'm going to be playing Dream Daddy.
Yeah.
On the hardest setting.
On
On the hardest setting.
Oh,
Is
there
there
is
a
no
hard
easy
setting?
setting.
Oh, there's a hard setting.
There's a hard setting on
I'm
Dream Daddy.
going to be voicing every character.
Nice.
So.
It's gonna be even harder then.
I just want to hear him voice the daughter.
Yeah. It's
don't
going to
do
be the
it.
Carlias voice.
I can't do female voices.
Oh, it took me a long time.
He's like,
I can't do female voices.
Guess
why,
I am man.
I am too deep for the female manly. I cannot bring it too high.
am hyper.
They're just doing that.
I am hyper masculinity personified.
you should just give her that voice.
Hi, Dad.
Testosterone.
Make her a-
Oh, she has
make
a
her
lot
a-
of voices.
For me and my
Make her a
friends.
Goliath.
Actually, fun
Goliath.
fact, I will be playing a Goliath this
Yeah.
Sunday.
Nice.
Here we are.
Goliaths are the best to play as, I'm just telling you.
My
Throwing
favorite
that out
race.
there.
By
Going to be
fucking
Garthus.
mile.
Well,
And if Brad's character gets on my nerves, he will be thrown like a fidget spinner over the entire keep.
Listen, you wee twat.
Don't start talking with me.
What's in you wee twat? I ain't no fidget spinner. What do I look like? Some sort of wee little Goliath baby. I'm definitely gonna fight you so much.
We're gonna fight.
I can't wait. I'm gonna lose so bad because I can only do bludgeoning damage to a fucking barbarian Goliath. Definitely fucked.
What kind of monk are you doing? The elemental or the fight or the shadow or the
I'm going the
open
fucking
palm?
Neji Naruto open palm because I've got fucking shit whiz.
Can you
class.
teleport behind
What is
people
that?
and not have it be personal?
No, that's shadow.
Oh.
I can't do the other ones because I have a low whiz stat, so I can't cast magic for shit.
Well, to be fair, the open palm relies a lot on wisdom too.
Not as much though, and I'm
Not
going.
as much. You get the save or die. You just got to get to level 17 first.
Well, Jay does the birth rolls, so you roll your dice and you get
Oh,
what
yeah.
you're given.
He knows. Because his monk had shit wisdom too.
Yeah, so I took my I got a really high.
Actually, his wisdom wasn't that bad. I had terrible intelligence, charisma, and I had terrible constitution. That was the problem. Gotho was made of paper. It's super low con.
I got a really high con and a really high dex, and I have a low whiz, and it actually really suits my character, I think. But we'll find out on Sunday. One person who isn't there is HJ Tenchi, but where can we find you normally?
1 to 9 p.m. PDT, Monday through Saturday, except for Wednesday, 12 to 4, where I'm here trying to just throw a monkey wrench in both the party and the DMs. Everything.
Yeah.
I just decided it's fun to talk over people today. And so that's just, and then we're gonna, I will always meta jokes for no reason, even if they're bad. So I'm gonna start shouting boom boom for no reason.
Oh my God.
I'm mad at the number 11 today, shamelessly.
When it's jokes that it doesn't matter, I'm just like, whatever. But it did get me a little in trouble when I was like, yes, 300 gold we will pay you a couple months ago.
We'll find out. We'll see how much trouble you get the group into. I mean, I'm going for the same bullshit in Ilios, so I'm not.
I gotta. What time is Ilios again?
3.
It's on at 3 PST.
3
EST.
No, 3 EST, yeah.
What day?
Sunday.
I'm definitely chaotic. I've never really played chaotic. I'm always quite helpful for the group, and I just want to be a twat. So sorry, Jay. And,
Being a twat's so much fun. So much better.
Don't worry.
Oh, just wait, bro. Just wait.
last but not least, Mr. J Brotato.
I've got fuck all. Just tune into Ilios. On Sunday.
Ilios.
Yeah.
Ilios. Neon Scream.
Also,
Charisma.
I think I'm playing. Oh yeah, turn into Neon Scream on Friday. I think I'm playing No Man's Sky tomorrow. So.
Oh. Yeah, they have new content supposedly.
Yeah,
I've heard some good about it.
I've heard really good shit about it, so I kind of want to try it. I want to fuck around.
I think it's also on Steam sale for like really cheap right now.
Oh, good. I think I have to rebuy it because I refunded it. Oh, Nate!
Damn.
Thanks for watching us, everyone. Thanks for
You
watching
have
Dustmail this week.
You have a wonderful week, everyone. We'll see you next week. I think I was doing the exact same thing as you. End it. End
Bye.
it. Off with
Bye.
the head.
Go sub to the
Goodbye,
YouTube. Bye.
everybody.